Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the day. It is morning time when I'm recording this, and it's been a great morning and ready to get after it today. So let's dive right in. Today, we're going to be talking. The title of today's is Riddle Me This, and I heard this riddle and I absolutely loved it. So I printed it off, I gave it to my kids, but now I'm going to share it with you. So the real key is think about what this riddle might mean. Some of you are probably piqued and excited already. So the riddle is, I am your constant companion. I am your greatest helper and your heaviest burden. I will push you onward or drag you down to failure. I am completely at your command. Half the things you do, you might just as well turn over to me, and I will be able to do them quickly and correctly. I am easily managed. You must merely be firm with me. Show me exactly how you want something done, and after a few lessons, I will do it automatically. I am the servant of all great men or women, and alas, of all failures as well. Those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. I am not a machine, though I work with all the precision of a machine, plus the intelligence of a man or woman. You may run me for profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I will put the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Who am I? I'll let you think about that. Go ahead and answer what you think that might be. I am a habit. So I heard that and I really liked it. My favorite line was the part that said, those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, there's a great book. I can't remember if I've shared this one before or not, but it's called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. It's really pretty interesting. He writes, it's very story formatted, so it's really easy to listen to. But basically, at the end of the day, he wants his life to mean something, and he wants to find value in his life, and he kind of studies and analyzes what the most successful people do, and many people do these 6 items, and this is what he's kind of put all and said, hey, this is my miracle morning now. Now, I don't necessarily do all of these, but I have thought about it, considered it, adapted it to what works for my life and my time frames, but some interesting ideas. He says his 6 habits, he comes up with the acronym SAVERS. So first is silence. So he does this for 10 minutes each day. And so it's 1 hour of his miracle morning. Each of these items he does for 10 minutes just to get his day started off on the right foot. So silence, whether that's meditation, prayer, sitting there calmly and, enjoying nature on the back porch or whatever the case is. Affirmations is the next one, priming your mind for the day. So really kind of just, encouraging yourself and feeling good about who you are and what's coming up for the day. Visualizations is kind of visualizing your ideal day or your future self. So there's a lot of research done on this, especially in sports performance. People who visualize themselves succeeding and accomplishing whatever task it is they're looking to do, it's easier for them to actually do it because their mind has already seen it and felt it. So an interesting concept. Exercise, we talk about that a decent amount, but get your endorphins going for peak performance and mental state. Exercise has a lot to do with your mental state as well, not just your physical. So that makes a lot of sense. Reading, he talks about this in a couple different contexts, but always learning, whether it's something fun, something meaningful, self-improvement, spiritual texts, whatever that is for you. Reading every day, it was an important part of what he sees many successful people doing. And then the last one is scribing. He basically wanted to fit it into an acronym and make it SAVERS, but it's really writing. or journaling. So writing something about yourself, where you're at, how you're feeling. Sometimes it's good to just get those things down on paper and get those things off your chest and process through, struggles, challenges, excitement, dreams, things like that. There's a lot of those kinds of items. So I actually started in 2017 doing my visualizations on my phone. So I write them, and over time it changes what I want out of life and what I'm looking for, what I'm focused on. And so I have historical visualizations of what it looked like in 2017 versus 2018, 2020. And it's interesting. It's kind of fun to go back and read these. And I won't share too much with you, but they're fairly private. But they say some things like, I love my life. It's challenging, fulfilling. I'm redesigning my life to accomplish X, Y, and Z. It has some very specific goals. It has some that's more based on who I want to be and who I want to become, how I want to bring energy to the people around me, how I want to be around people who excite me and are smart and intelligent, and how I can help them advance their lives and gain what they're looking for as well. So anyway, it's been interesting and a good thing for me, and it's created a good habit, and I think helps prime my day. Instead of waking up feeling like, oh, it's early in the morning or whatever, I genuinely am excited to get up and get after it. So lastly, there's another book called Atomic Habits. I won't go into this too deep, but it's a really good book it really talks about the same concept we talk about in our companies all the time. 1% improvements, just small improvements, thoughtfully designed and made, make huge differences over time. And he has a quote in the book that he says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. And that really comes from another quote from Einstein that says, compound interest, as far as money goes, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. It talks about the power of letting your money work for you and growing wealth. This is the same concept, but for self-improvement. As you let habits just become automatic and stack little wins and little habits on top of each other, all of a sudden you look back 5 years later and you're amazed at who you've become and how you've become. This kind of dovetails into goals, and I guess I'd leave you with one last thought. I was considering this the other day, but I think it's true. I have never met an unhappy or a poor person who sets goals. Never. Someone who sets goals usually becomes happier, usually becomes more successful, becomes who they want to be and how they want their life to become. If they sit down, they have the discipline to make the habits and the goals. So that's the challenge for today. Think of one small habit you either want to start or you want to break. They are both just as powerful, and maybe breaking or stopping habits is just as powerful. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. Go make an impact on someone, and appreciate everything you do. Thanks.